Right, mate?
Good day and good evening, everyone, to the official coverage of Asrnz. It's of course Competition 2021 GT3 season sponsored by SJS. Tonight, final round will be held at Barcelona. 70-minute race, and again tonight, I have the pleasure to be joined by commentary legend, J-Man. How you doing, brother?
Bro, I am good. I'm
Pumped
up
up?
for this. Yeah, mate.
Yep.
Yep. Final round 10, as you said. Man, Barcelona, we've got a few Barceloners in here that are specialists here. But hey, we must mention straight off the bat, we have crowned a champion already.
We
The
do.
points
We
table
have.
is up.
Yes.
Congratulations to Tom Savelli on an amazing season here at Asrnz. So massive congratulations to Tom. He did absolutely have a standout season here.
Yeah, top stuff, Tom. And look, he's taken this top spot, but the season's not over, J-Man. We've got
No.
another race, and
Yeah.
the points are crazy close in the top 5 or 6 or even 7 positions there. So there's still some mix-ups that could be happening. We've got Jackson on, what have we got, 433, and Aztec on 423. That's close. Steve Crossland, 417. Craig Stoneley in 5th
exactly.
at 413. And we've got Ash Rediger at 6th, equal 6 with Mark Josco. So, mate, look, there's still some game to play for tonight in the top 5.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, it's Spain. It doesn't rain in Spain, does it, Davo?
Oh, apparently not. But we'll soon find out.
Yeah, we'll soon find out. But yeah, no, hey, look, there is plenty to play for, as you said. You know, and even Steve Melling on 339. With a resurgent John McDonald coming back after a one week sabbatical, you know that he's going to be aiming for pretty high up the grid. So Steve will be well aware of where he's at.
He'll be working for his position tonight.
Yeah, what
quite
he needs
possibly.
to do.
Yeah. So in saying all that, we'll just have a quick look at the teams points as the boys just start to roll out to qualifying. But obviously with Sadlerly and when...
Yeah, well, look, Ghostbeard have done the job
here.
There's nothing more to say about that other than congratulations. And, you know, collectively that was Tom was the best driver for the series and taking it out. And they're clearly the top team at 912
Yeah,
plays.
absolutely. And went a good solid wingman throughout the series and getting his fair share of podiums really did put him in good stead for... You know, like they've clearly won the championship. OB Racing next, cab off the rank, and then Castrol Racing after that. I don't think there's going to be any points changes within that little scenario, J-Man.
No.
Just quietly.
No, I wouldn't think so. We didn't quite make 20 for the final round. Would have loved to have seen that hit that double 10.
Absolutely.
Look, still 19 is still a great effort for the series.
For sure.
Final round is filtering out
as we
start this final qualifying session.
We do, and just probably a couple of quick notes. Jake McKellar, Craig Stoneley, quite quick in qualifying. Josco, not too bad. Also, good to see the Bentleys back, J-Man, and like you mentioned earlier, the Ferraris from the breakfast crew also back tonight. But both the Bentleys actually quick tonight. And you were mentioning that maybe the Ferrari boys might have found something in the setup as well.
Yeah, look, the Italians have turned up to party, I think, because you know, I think they said, I think there was a little whisper saying that they found party mode during the week and maybe took a different path in the setup process. And, you know, we clearly saw that JB, Farmer, the JR racing car of Jake McKellar getting up there. No Damien Jones tonight. Jarks is on the road on his way home, so hopefully he gets to watch this later on and enjoy it. But yeah, we miss him.
Yeah, g'day Jark, and safe driving out there this evening. Yeah, so good to see the Ferraris Well, they say they've got a little bit of an edge tonight. Well, it remains to be seen, but at least, yeah, they're definitely up the pointy end in the well, in the early practice, the early official practice there, J-Man. So, yeah, well done. Who else is worthy of the mention? Actually, Stoneley and Steve Melling, like you mentioned there. Points-wise, Steve will be watching his back tonight with John McDonald trying to climb the ladder for a few extra points, but Stoneley has been pretty speedy in the Asrnz already in official practice as well, mate.
Yep. Still going to be a hard task for all of these boys to try and knock off the mid-43s that we saw the Ghost Speed boys of Tom and Jackson doing earlier on. So unless somebody's been sandbagging and holding their cards close to the chest, I'm not sure that these guys are going to have too much for them. So she might be a case of who's best of the rest.
It does happen. It does happen though, J-Man, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does every now and then, you know. And the boys are looking to go out on a high note after claiming that teams and drivers championship there. But yeah, look, I mean, Stoners, you mentioned Stoners. He's in a nice bit of form. No Joshy tonight, which is a shame. He did mention he wasn't going to make it, which is a shame because he was kind of performing to his old self. The other week he was very, very quick and drove back through the field.
Yeah, very reminiscent of the classic Joshy Vediga.
Yeah.
Good to see too, and hope we see more of it actually next season, J-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. We're looking at obviously a driver swap series coming up, Davo, and then Asrnz, I guess, will sit by the sound of it as a community and try and work their way forward for the rest of 2021 in respect of what they're going to do for their racing aspirations for the rest of the season. So, yeah, I mean, we'll let the punters know as soon as that information comes to light. But who you got your eye on at the moment, mate? You got,
just sitting on Stoner there as I shuffle a bit of paperwork. But yeah, boys out of qualifying now. I should be on it a little bit better. We'll just pick up on Jackson Went's car. He popped up in second, obviously right behind his teammate, didn't he, in official practice, J-Man?
Yes, and just a quick shout out, good evening and welcome Godly Unicorn 123, welcome aboard, good to have you watching live.
Yes, thank you everybody watching live on Twitch, and obviously all the boys, usually the drivers, that catch up later on with us on YouTube. And let's just take this moment to also thank our sponsors. Obviously, earlier mentioned Superior Joint Selling for sponsoring the series, but also ABC Tech for our servers here at Asrnz, and obviously Zero Vision Motorsport for all their technical support. Without them, we would not be here tonight. So, J-Man.
Yes.
Who's your money on? We're looking at Mark Mudgeway.
Tom and Jackson are going to trade times here.
You know it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else is going to have anything. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Tom's already done a 44.0, Jackson on a 44.2.
Yep. Now these boys did dip into the 43s in official practice, mind you, so expect to see that easily here in qualifying.
I'm going to say Jackson. I'm going to say Jackson's going to grab this one. He's going to put one over the boss.
Nice. And yeah, that will be awesome to see too. I'm sure you'll give him the hurry up the whole race. So yeah, another couple of.
Sorry, mate. This game is Assetto Corsa Competizione Unicorn. So yeah, it's a Kunos platform that we are using. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. This is the final round of the series. In case you missed it earlier, it is as mentioned, and for our viewers, it is a 12-minute qualifying session backed up by a 70-minute race.
Single race.
Yeah, single race with one mandatory pit stop Tyres are optional. Fuel is mandated to 25 seconds. Although I think the guys will take tyres which will cost them another 5. So,
Of
yeah, like I
course.
said, Assetto Corsa competizione, mate. Hope you enjoy.
There you go. And we just, in that little brief moment that you were updating us on that information, J-Man, we see JB, John McDonald, dip up into the second position and then only just to get pulled back by Jackson Wett and also Mark Mudgeway. So, yeah, as it has been for the last few weeks, the qualifying has been epic, to say the least.
Oh, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Battles.
As we pick up on Jake McKellar.
Yep.
And just behind Jake McKellar, also on the board at the moment, you can probably see, viewers, is Steve Crossland in the Mercedes. Not a fan of the track, apparently, we hear whispers.
Allegedly.
But they're still doing well in this championship, so we'll want to just...
Has he absolutely butchered that left-hander there? Got it all wrong.
Tough section of the circuit, this back section of the circuit. J-Man, not a fan of the chicane as they drop down into those final few corners.
The ball of his own shit,
Like,
whoever designed that.
Like you mentioned earlier, what a good way to ruin a lovely track.
Yep.
Those final couple of corners, they do race them as normal, a la natural in the superbikes and the 500s, but not here tonight. We run the chicane, but as we see Crossy in 6th position so far in qualifying, we've got another 2.5 minutes to go as he dips into the turn 1 S's.
I'm just watching Tom Satherley just drove the car back to pits as per standard Asrnz.
Yes.
Qualifying pit stop rules. If you want to set another set of tyres or make a fuel
adjustment,
mechanical adjustment, you must drive the car back, and he has done that.
So it makes you think.
Now 2 minutes 15 to go. Does he go again? And the answer to that question is yes, he does.
Yes,
He's
he
about to
does.
go out,
Of course,
so
he does.
he's clearly confident, I think, that his 43.6 could be bettered by Jackson Wett, currently on a 43.8. So, I mean, Jackson's not likely going to do it this lap because he's 3/10 down. But can he square this thing up and hit the afterburners and get this thing home?
Yeah, and just quietly, the only person that looked like they were going to drop into the 43s, unfortunately, just then was JB, John McDonald in the Ferrari, he got held up by Rodriguez. Yep. And the final, right on the final chicane of that last couple of corners, and yeah, just he's going again. So let's just keep an eye on John and Tom Satherley as we just wind down here, J-Man. We've got less than a minute and a half to go.
Final qualifying session of the year
for this season one here at Asrnz. Yeah, and it's been epic. Some of the racing has been fantastic. Obviously, we've had our ebbs and flows, but qualifying the last few weeks has been amazing, and it's translated into the racing. The final stages of the racing.
John just rounding up Dre here. He's actually let him go. He's got out of it.
He needed to do that. Has he? Yeah.
Has he got enough time? Has he got enough time to go again?
Yeah, I think he's got enough time.
I think it's done. I think his session's done. I think 4th is probably be as good as it gets. I can tell you that Jackson Wett is up a 10th to a 10th and a half.
Yeah, he is up. He is up.
It won't be enough. He needs more. He will need more.
10th definitely not enough. He needs a couple.
He needs a couple.
As his teammate runs across the start-finish line.
And he has timed this perfectly with 8 seconds to go starting the lap.
So just watch, here Jackson's final few corners.
Yeah, he's dropped that 10th. He's just grabbing it back if he can nail this final sector.
So his teammate Satherley's actually just like J-Man just mentioned, just run across the line, allowing him to crack another lap.
Can Jackson improve, Davo?
time's showing
Oh,
it.
he's absolutely nailed that.
The time is showing an improvement.
10.5 won't do it. It won't be close enough. He won't do it. I'm going to say no.
Will Southerly?
Enough.
No, definitely
That's
not.
it. That's all she wrote. Tom can effectively relax. He won't know that. No,
Okay.
he probably will.
So John McDonald back to the pits after just running a little bit of traffic throughout his lap. Steve Crossland back into the pits. So I think the only one out really is
looking to maybe improve by one
Southerly.
position, which is his teammate.
Okay. Oh yeah, and he's just coming out of the final corner here actually, and showing a couple of tenths up.
Yeah, can tip his teammate and Farmer.
It looks like he might get Wilton as well, and he has got Wilton. So he's put himself into 8th position. Nice work from Farmer there, from Aztec there. Actually, he's got himself on the 4th row of the grid tonight. Last man on track. Tom Southerly rolling into the pit lane. He's had enough.
Done enough.
Doesn't need to improve anymore. And that's definitely not a practice pit entry, just by the look of the pace of that. So, yeah, nice work from all the boys on this final round, J-Man, here at Barcelona, Spain. Thank you, ABC Tech, Zero Vision Motorsport, and Superior Joint Sealing. Welcome everybody on Twitch and later on YouTube. Good luck, all the boys tonight. It's going to be an epic round. We'll just let this wind down here.
So McLaren front row, then we have a Bentley and a Ferrari on row 2. We have a Ferrari and an Aston on row 3. We have Mercedes, McLaren row 4.
Yep.
And then we have a Ferrari, McLaren row
5. Yep.
And then Steve-O and Jeff, so that's a Aston/Bentley, and then we go Aston, Mercedes, P14, Gunther Rowe, P15, Kenny Simpson, so that is a Ferrari, Mercedes combination there. Pete Apsey, Brendan Rolfe, so once again, we have got a Porsche and a Mercedes, and then we got Dre rounding out in P18. So have we lost someone? We have lost somebody already. We had 19 in.
No, we did have 19 in until just
we got Jozzy back, so we've just had a little technical glitch.
There you go. Nice. We got him back.
Yep. Just in the nick of time. That'll be frustrating for him because you like to put the on before the right and the right glove on before the left, and all the shit that goes down at the start of these races.
Of course.
But no, hey, look, we appreciate everybody joining us throughout the season for these streams and broadcasts, whether it be on Twitch Live or YouTube after the fact.
Yes,
and
we do.
You know, as to yourself and all the sponsors, mate, we really appreciate your support throughout this epic season, and I think this one's going to be a biggie.
I think it is. The final race.
Can they make it through turn 1, 2 unscathed, Davo? That's the question.
Oh, look, it's just one of those corners, especially with the flip-flop. Yeah, like the braking area is scary enough, and they do actually throw it in fairly hard into this series of corners. So, you know, they really got to have some good spatial awareness to keep it all together.
Yeah, we're just 40 seconds away from starting the formation lap. Good to see that there's a few fans actually allowed at the track in this the epidemic we're seeing of COVID. So clearly, you know, limited numbers in the stands as we can see right now, but still, nonetheless, still good to see some fans back.
Yep, definitely. Okay, as we wind down here, 10 seconds to go before these boys get off the line. We'll just focus on that front row to the early stages of the lap, of course, J-Man.
Yep.
Good to see Lodgy up there in third, second row with sharing second row with John McDonald. Both these guys
two cars in the pits, Davo. What's that all about?
2 cars in the pits now. I'm thinking I had 2 cars just showing on my.
And Pete Apsey and Jeff Burst are in the pits.
Okay, well that's odd.
So are they starting from pit lane?
Yeah, look, I just had a couple of anomalies. Just you probably might notice it on the stream, guys, if you just look back a little bit. I had multiple pink and black Mercedes-Benz on grid, more than is allocated for that series. So I'm not sure whether there was a connection issue or some sort of. Look, I don't know. I've got no more technical terms.
No,
but there was obviously some issue there, and I think those boys have gone back to the pits now. So we just watch them go round for their formation lap here. J-Man in Barcelona. You know the track. I know you're not a fan of the final complex of corners, but are you a fan of the track?
Look, I am, and just while I just got this opportunity, I will just answer the question that's been asked on the stream. Who do we think is going to win? Well, myself personally, Unicorn, I think it's probably going to be the newly crowned Tom Saverley. He has just been on a real purple patch form this season, and I think at this point in time, if his race pace is anything to go off of, his qualifying pace anything to go off of, he'll be a hard man to catch. He's a great starter on cold tyres, so I'm going to say Tom Saverley's the one to beat. Davo, what about yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'd say, yeah, Saverley or Wentz, given the lead-up practice and qualifying at this stage, I would definitely not
bet against them.
Well, John McDonald, Mark Mudgeway, right there. Stoneley in 6. We know what Stoneley can do. Yeah, so ever the fence sitter here, Davo.
Right. Okay, so what you got there, Unicorn, is that...
I'd be watching Stoneley still.
Okay.
Stoneley? Yeah, I'd still be watching Stoneley.
Rightio, okay. You think Stoneley's got something?
Definitely got something.
Okay, so where did he qualify? He qualified in 6th.
He's on the 3rd row of the grid as the boys grid up and come down to that really dodgy little chicane they put these guys through down into the final corner, lining up nicely here.
Yeah, little bit of bottlenecking there, Farman just trying to figure out what he was up to there.
So a couple of guys starting from the pits, so the grid looks a little bit scattered, guys.
Yes.
Coming up to the green flag here, final round. Asrnz 2021 GT3s. Let's go racing. Turn 1.
Yeah, mate, you're getting quite a good start crossing down the inside. Watch him to be big under brakes into turn 1.
Always big under brakes, crossing. Mudgy easily covers with the Bentley. We go back a little bit there. Nice clean start, J-Man, actually, from the whole field.
Oh, Trey Rodriguez into the back of, I believe that could have been, I'm going to say it was Gunther Rowe.
Gunther Rodriguez coming together there.
Yeah.
Tough stuff. We might actually just look back quickly here at a little bit of contact between Aztec and I think it's McKellar actually as they dive up here. We'll go back to the here. Watch this. Oh, it's actually Wilton that clips the back of McKellar's car. It looks like Aztec just suffered a little from it. And is getting rounded up.
He got shuffled back a couple.
He did get a bit of a reshuffle going on there.
Yeah.
I just noticed there actually too is that we better go back and have a look at that. I think
what's going on there with the Castrol car?
Is that Stoneley gone way back? going to go back and have a look at what's happened with Stoney there.
Yep,
Stoney running in, I think, 5th position. Nearly gets back. It does get into the back of Crossland and readdresses, loses a bunch of position before Crossy comes back around him.
Oh, did you see who capitalised on all of that?
Ah.
I think it was always going to be Farmer, was always going to round them up, but I think John actually just slipped in there and just shot round the outside as well.
As well. So, yeah, Wilton, after a little bit of a touch-up earlier, has slipped through that situation and made a gain as well. So, just focusing on McDonald at the moment.
Yeah, so the BC boys find themselves currently in 4th and 5th at the start of this race. So that's a great start for those guys, and we know that somebody like John McDonald certainly only gets better with time as the race goes on. And I tell you what, up the front, Jackson is not letting his teammate go. He is prepared to play tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, these guys won't stay too far apart, I don't think. And play. They've really got nothing to lose, J-Man, and it's all been said and done, and so I think these guys will stay in touch.
Gloves are off, no team orders?
Yeah, I don't think so. But they can just have a bit of fun with it and run together. There's no real pressure, no matter what comes from behind. So back quickly. Mudgee, actually, Mark Mudgee in 3rd.
Yep.
And like we were just talking about, John McDonald and Steve Wilton, 4th and 5th respectively. Jake McKellar recovered well from that little bit of a touch-up just in that turn 1 incident. Aztec as well in 7th, Ash Vertigo in 8th. Steve Belling.
Moves going on here with Stoners and Crossland. Stoners putting a move by the look of it.
A good solid move at that, and looks like Crossy.
Yeah, on Kenny.
Yeah, just letting that happen.
So there's a little bit of team formation stuff going. We've got the Ghost Speed guys racing in formation. We've got the BC guys racing in formation. And for the first time this season that I can remember, we have got the Fast and Dubious boys together, although that position's just changed around ever so slightly. Then Cross is probably always going to start marching up the road after that Stoners contact.
Yeah, I don't think that Mercedes behind Crossland is actually, it's not right. There's a dodgy skin in there somewhere, bro.
Okay, so is that the Gunther one?
Yeah, I think that's...
The Gunther's turned up in a purple and black one. There's the pink and black and there's a purple and black.
Okay, that's might be what it is.
Yeah, he's further back, mate. He's back there with Jeff first. They started from the pit lane. Which certainly Jeffro did, and I think Gunther did as well. Yeah,
okay, so that's where the little mix-up with the Mercs was tricking my eye earlier. But,
yeah, probably that. It wasn't a matrix thing, it was...
A slight colour variation between those cars. These boys do change up their colour schemes throughout the season, which makes for difficult calling up here in the commentary box. As we could probably dip back to the Tom Satherley Jackson went battle just quickly to see where they're at. It has separated ever so slightly.
I think possibly from where I'm looking at this very point of time would probably be, honestly, Steve Melling's putting a fair bit of heat on
Ashley Rediger.
Yeah, there's probably a bit of a battle there to see at the moment.
I think you're right there, J-Man. Let's look out of the back of Ashley's car here as the Aston of Steve Melling rages up behind down in this tricky little second section of corners here, isn't it? That's a difficult little corner, isn't it? That little flip-flop back up the hill there.
There's a lot of weight shifting there, and I couldn't agree more. It is a beautiful track, and we've got some really good camera angles coming from our our very well equipped cameraman Davo tonight. So yeah, as we're looking out the back of Ashley's McLaren at the moment, yeah, most of the guys I think out there tonight would agree with you that it is a beautiful track and they do enjoy it. We've probably got only a handful that aren't big fans of it. Would be just so much better if they all knocked the bollards off before the final chicane and just run the double rights. But hey, I'm ever the purist.
So I think we really need to pick up on the back of Steve Wilton's car. He's got a little train of anger behind him, starting with Jake McKellar.
That's heating up there.
And finishing with Aztec. Yes, in the Tron.
That was pretty willing into one.
And like we've already earlier mentioned, they do really throw these cars into one. And that little flip-flop can really upset them, but very long right-hander leading off that and into this nicely banked turn 4, Repsol.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous corner. They can really, like we mentioned earlier in the practice session off cam, you know, I did see Tom and Jeffro actually at some point just fire the car in there sideways. He's got enough camber just to de-accelerate, let off, and then get back into it. Okay, it might not be the flash of time on paper, but they can still gather it up. Now, I tell you what I'm seeing here is Farmer's responded to that little attack that he had down into turn 1 before in this lap. He's actually improved. But John McDonnell is working his way forward
towards Mudgee.
Yeah. I'm actually impressed that they're still in touch with Jackson at this point. He is a little bit up the road, but not much at this point. No. I mean, I know we're only 4 laps into this thing, just about to be 5, but...
just remembering that both these guys, alone Mudgee definitely has been away for a couple of weeks, and McDonald away last week, so these guys have really picked up nicely where they've left off, so they probably gained a little bit, if anything.
Yeah, Crossland's caught the back of Melling as well, Davo. Might be worth a look, because you know we know Crossy recovering won't hang around for long. He'll be pretty dominant.
No, he likes to make the move. If he does catch, it's like get the business done, get past, and continue on. And I suppose that's a good sign of a good driver.
Yeah,
they just want to get the business done, don't they?
Pick the move down here into the right hander. I'd say we're just pretty deep under brakes.
Melling doing well in the S&ES, very solid there. Just you can actually see it out the back there. Stoneley, Melling's teammates, just right up behind Crossy. This is not the first time we have seen Crossy in a team sandwich. I think multiple times this season, J-Man, haven't we? We've seen this pink Mercedes in between teammates like this, and
the pit is now open.
Really controlling his forward gain. The pit window is open. We just hear that now coming across our comms, J-Man. Steve Crossland out of the back of Steve Melling's car. This is 9th and 10th. Crossland gets the Mercedes up inside. Will he make it stick? He's got the outside into the chicane. Melling leaves the space. Stoney one. On his teammate Melling. Melling moves across. Surely lets him go. Stoney with the pace at the moment. He'll want to chase down that Crossland car, so just Melling moving across, get the start finish straight and letting Stoney go. Nice work from Stoners. Just a little bit of an unfortunate touch-up, I think, earlier, and having to readdress has really pushed him back a long way, but yeah, just coming back through the field now, so yeah, nice work.
I can tell you that John McDonald will be attacking his old mate Mudgee within the next lap.
So yeah, another close little battle there is probably the McKellar Aztec. I don't know whether Aztec's actually got McKellar's measure, really. So
Well, Stoner's got the run. Stoner's has definitely got a run here. What does he do with it?
yeah, he's
Late to the inside. Oh no, he's got him.
Oh,
He's got him.
Crossy went deep. I think Crossy had his eye in the mirror there. It's been a nice exchange throughout the lap. We've just seen Crossland take the Melling car and then Melling move across to allow Stoneley past. Stoneley just went on attack straight away. Good work from Stoneley to just round up, take advantage of Melling moving across.
Like, this work on the front shoot though.
I don't know, the Aston, these guys pretty well equal each other brake-wise. Like, Stoneley's not giving up an inch on this track. So, watch the brakes here. Oh, exactly the same. The brake lights coming on there into one.
Yep.
Absolutely, perfectly synced.
Evo's got the best seat in the house for this thing, Dave.
He does, and he's only just let those boys pass, and well, I don't think he'll let Crossy pass, but he definitely let Stoner pass his teammate. And, yeah, these boys are on it, and yeah, I think Crossy just got a good hit of the body language from Stoner's car. That this ain't going to come easy. So let's just jump into Crossy's car now. See what he's got for Stoneley here. Stoneley, final round of the season. He's had an up and down series, hasn't he, J-Man?
He has shown Anthony Williams got was it Kailami Salami? He just absolutely dominated.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just watching McDonald. He is
I'm
over bloody Mudgeway as well.
Keeping an eye on the timing.
Righty. But you know, he has. I mean, you know, these guys will all roll out of this GT3 series, and you know, I'm sure guys will be keen to get back into the.
So we just see Crossland very well sideways. Yeah.
Oh, gathered it up. It was a very, very impressive piece of driving.
As Melling dips down the inside of him once again, we'll actually get a quick replay on that one.
Yeah. Beautiful piece of car control from Crossy. Obviously, ended up there a little bit.
Absolutely. Pulled up there a little bit hot. Really did suffer from. Oh, but caught it up really nicely. Hardly put the thing off track. Really, Jamie. You know, like and yeah, just let Melling pass. But yeah, Melling knows that Mercedes is quicker than his Aston. He will allow it to go free. We'll just pick up on that Mudgeway battle. Now we'll actually just hop into the back of Mark's car and look out the back at John McDonald and see how John peppers the back of his Bentley in his newly found speed in the Ferrari. Really, now just see that unbraked, just that little entry speed from the Ferraris.
He got the nose down nice and tight early and stayed inside longer.
So I'm just wondering where they're getting their gains from their setups that they were talking about, and clearly it shows that entry speed of the Ferrari is on point tonight.
Yeah, look, the lateral improvements that they've made in that car in the last week are very impressive because, I mean, you know, the Becky's a big car, but it doesn't mind the curve, so therefore
it doesn't.
You know, it makes it flat speed out of as he's weaving, trying to break the toe.
We just see the Bentley, because I mean, mind you, the back of that Bentley is pretty wide, so you don't.
They probably hide the double-decker buses behind them, and you know.
So he's got to weave a lot.
It's gone really, really wide. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, again, I think it goes back to the aero wash from that Bentley. It's just. It looks like a freaking double-decker bus, so the Ferrari had nothing behind it. Straight off in turn 3. But yeah, quickly picks back up on the back of the Bentley. that will be a battle. I don't think it's going to finish anytime soon, J-Man.
Yep. Touching back on the Stoners thing, Rossi hasn't been able to go with Stoners. Stoners is marching his way forward towards Ashley. Can tell you that Josco isn't that far away from having a battle with his old mate Steve-O on track. And just trying to see Jeffro and Gunther, who both started from pit lane, still 15th, 16th. It just tells you about the depth of this field. If you have a technical gremlin or something goes wrong in qualifying, or you start from pit lane, it is such a tough field to come back through, Davo.
It is a tough field to come back. A lot of talented drivers all the way through the field, and everybody races with position right to the end, J-Man. So
look at Fuzzy's trying to.
Yeah.
I don't know if weaving's going to help him.
Look, JB just sits in the middle, and the Bentley just moves across side to side. He goes the outside, puts the pressure on. It's just upset the rhythm of the Bentley. Is he putting off line? It doesn't look like it. The Bentley still looks solid.
Doing a great job. Yep, he's doing a great job.
He's not rattled by it, is he?
No. And these two dudes, real good mates. As JB just slightly misses the brake mark there, and just has a little wiggle and turns, opens the steering up, not to compromise his mate into turn 4 there. But this will go on for a while, and John will work out very shortly. I'm sure that Jackson is now charging off up the road, and if he can't clear Mudgee, maybe he needs to do a bit of a pit strategy here.
Yeah, look, and I think that's where I was just about to allude to, is I think these positions, some of these really tight positions, will come out in the pits. Like, they're only going to change. They're not going to change on track, are they, Jamie?
Not likely like this. These guys are so evenly matched. I think, it's going to come down to a pit war. I think now's the time. John needs to go. He's got to go. It's 51 minutes to go. We know these things do comfortably an hour, so he's well inside the limit. I don't think we're going to see much of a change in the weather. It's 22 degrees and 30. It's 1 o'clock. I don't see it getting that much hotter, to be honest. Maybe a little bit, but maybe pressure the tyres to suit as he stays out for one more lap.
There you go. Wonder what's going through. As we see the Bentley. See the Bentley again go off to the side. The Ferrari doesn't have the run this time. I wonder whether JB was maybe slightly distracted there. Maybe he was looking at his pit screen there, J-Man.
Could have been. Actually, could something up. I've just picked up on Stoners. The Castrol car has caught the 17 car of Ash Vet.
Yes, I see that now actually on the timing. We'll just flick to that too, J-Man, actually, because he's actually, I think he's right up on him. Ashley, probably one of the harder guys to pass. He's he's in the right team for that. Aztec's his teammates pretty similar, but it's very clean and fair racing. If Stoneley gets that Asrnz up beside him, it'll all be done and dusted. Just watch this as Ashley really wants to keep that thing clean as he just runs a little wide through that little awkward little flip-flop there, J-Man. They come out onto this back high straight here. This is where Stoneley looks strong before behind Crossland. He's ducking and weaving. Showing that car. Here we go.
I'm going down there. Made him run wide.
He did it to Crossland. He did it. It's Groundhog Day there.
Move. Yeah, it's a beautiful move. One thing we have seen with Stoners this year.
Replay on that.
When he works out where to pass someone, he gets it done the same. I can't remember what the round was, Davo, but you remember that we did see him one round before, and he would just set everybody up in a certain position.
He knew he had the advantage.
Yeah, he's got a great racing IQ when it comes to that style of driving. Really exciting to watch.
Yeah, just really quietly showed the nose into the braking area.
Yep.
And it was just enough to put Ashley a little wide. note as we just come out of that replay and just see Stoneley
beautiful.
drive away. We'll duck back to the Mark Mudgeway battle, J-Man, because this is still on. And JB not giving an inch, mate. So
once again, we see that Ferrari are able to hold a tighter line through these sweeping corners here. So
yep. Can I just quickly just jump back to Gunther Road, Jeff Burt battle here? That's will probably look pretty similar to what we're just looking at there, but with the Bentley behind. But yeah, JB doing an awesome job behind that Bentley there. Way. So yeah, just Gunther. Was Gunther one of the ones that started from the pit lane?
Well, what's happened there? We've just missed something with JB because he is a long way back.
Oh, is he?
Off of.
Okay, let's get a 30.
He has passed by his
Okay,
teammate.
here we go. Oh, he's had a little bit of a wriggle. He's out in the sand into that little awkward little left-right, which is TV3, 7 and 8, and that has put McKellar right behind him.
Wow.
And so Steve Wilton did duck through there.
Blink of an eye, mate.
Blink of an eye, mate. Man, it's
wow.
the intensity.
Time to get into the pits and get this stuff done, mate.
Yeah, I think he's probably thinking the same thing himself now. I just thought, if I had clean air, that wouldn't have happened. So
Melling's doing a good job holding off Jozzy after that Crossland Stoners episode there. I'll be just interested to know what the margin is. So Stoneley to Aztec is 5.4 seconds. So just remember that, because I'll be interested to see how that tracks along, based on the fact that last lap for Aztec was a 46.0 and Stoners is running in the 44 bracket.
Yeah.
So I'm just interested to, and currently right at the minute, Aztec is sitting under the rear wing of Jake McKellar.
Yeah.
And he could be trapped in that pace, you know what I mean? In that battle with Jake.
Oh, for sure.
He could be trapped in that 146 battle.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Clear air could be doing 44s and catch these guys.
Oh, very quickly. And Aztec, and Jake's got the pace. Jake's not going to let Aztec pass, so he'll make that Ferrari extremely wide. He could see John McDonald and Steve in front of him, and he won't want to let them go. So this is a tight battle going on here. So
shout out to Dre back there in 19th at the moment too. Dave, I always keep my eye up and down the field, and I just want to mention that he actually just did his fastest lap there on lap 13.
Very nice.
48.0, which was a couple of seconds quicker than B-Dog, who's up the road in front of him. So,
I'll keep that up.
Yeah, there's about 3.7 seconds up the road to B-Dog, but it's a nice little milestone there for Dre to keep ticking off those laps, and ever trying, as we see the two Ferraris there. I see live. They side by side. What was going on there? I just saw something pop up there.
Mate, it's all happening actually. It's the John McDonald. Steve, they changed positions there.
They have. Oh,
they have.
No, they have not.
Yeah,
not according to my timing. Apologies.
They did.
They
did. So they actually, I think there was a bit of team orders there, but we saw both the Jake McKellar and Aztec cars weaving down the straight.
Yeah.
Looking for aero, but the Steve Wilson car obviously pulling it across to allow JB, the John McDonald Ferrari teammate with the breakfast crew, to go past. So it's all happening up the front here at the moment, mate.
I think
from third to sixth, it's third to seventh, really. It's all happening.
I'm just going to get an update on that time. It was 5.6 and it is now 4.3. There is about 1.2 seconds already taken out of that margin.
So J-Man's talking about Stoneley to Aztec, I suspect, yes?
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, so as we just pick up on Stoneley's car, now these boys are in a tight battle up the front here. The Aztec McKellar car, and they have the Wilton McDonald car right in front of them. So it's action packed. It's full on in front. these guys, Stonely, should I say, will catch this pack quickly. As I just noticed, McKellar starting to range up on the back of Wilton.
Yeah. As you say that as well, I've just got my eye. I've got my other eye looking at Mark Josco. I've got Mitch Josco is definitely putting some heat on Steve Melling. So
Let's get back to that. Let's get back to that.
He's the last couple of laps. He's come up through, I think, turn 4, turn 5, and just looked really, really threatening. Both these guys in the same bit of kit. So it'll be down to driver and setup, but yeah.
And quite possibly sharing some data between the cars with these teams. So they could be driving fairly similar cars. They've got a fairly similar style, J-Man, in the driving style. So so just watch that space. I would just wonder whether Josco can just get up enough courage to just put that pressure on Steve-O there.
Yeah, I think, look, he did have a little bit of attack the last time around. I can tell you now that margin has gone from 5.6 to 3.6 seconds now. So Stone is on the move. 42 minutes to run in this race. You can bet your bottom dollar that battle between McDonald, Wilton, McKellar, Aztec is going to include the likes of Craig Stone very shortly.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. And just remember, everybody watching on Twitch live tonight, that the battle is brought to you by ABC Tech, Zero Vision Motorsport, and Superior Joint Sealing. And of course, ASRNZ, that's where you're at. The home of ASRNZ, GT3s, and everything ASRNZ. Look.
He's ranging. He was having a good look. Sorry, mate. I was just watching.
No.
Bro,
as he just ducks into the pits.
Him and Kenny.
And just in behind Simpson, Kenny down a speed, burst down a speed nicely. Both these guys.
Ash Vet, and what was the McLaren? It was Jackson Winton.
Look, I had just got up. Ashley Vetter gets in, and Jackson Wentz in. Yes, you're right. I just spotted these guys up the front here getting very close. Yes.
Yeah.
So
did he have a big look then?
I think he had a bit of a wriggle more than a look, but you can see the intensities and the temperature is rising.
Well, he'll be aware that Stoners is coming by now. He would have seen that margin.
Oh, he'll be watching those times. He'll be watching those times like you'd be watching those times too.
Yeah.
So, those boys have definitely got their eyes on their mirrors and definitely eyes on the timing boards.
Well, McDonald's nearly caught Mudgee again, so that may be why Farmer let him go, Davo, is because he clearly had pace.
Yeah.
Because he's made all that margin back up.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
He
just had that, because he only had that little wriggle.
Mudgee is in, looking for an undercut here.
Now, there you go. Now, we thought McDonald should have made that early stop. Aztec coming in really hot too, mind you. We thought McDonald should have made that early stop, and he didn't. Okay, now he's one to last out there still. I think, is that also Crossland rolling into the pits? We've also got
Crossy's up.
Mark Josco rolling into the pits now as we speak. Here we go with 30, just under the 40-minute mark, 39 and a half minutes into this race. J-Man, big pit shuffle here going on as we speak.
Oh, it's going to be hard to keep track. As one thing we know for sure is that is Tom Satherley still out front.
Do we need to look out of the back of John McDonald's car, I think, when he leaves pits, or Aztec's car?
To be honest,
McDonald's out, isn't he?
He's out.
He stayed out.
I think probably the pit more at the moment would be between looking at that.
Mudgee on his way out.
The Mudgee. So if John comes in this lap,
so Mudgee clear.
If John comes in this, it'll be the back of John's car to watch. So how is
Aztec coming out in clean air?
How is Jeff Burst on the back of John? Has he stopped?
Burst still behind.
It's because Burst has made his stop, so he's
Yeah, but
effectively
Burst,
a lap behind at the moment.
Burst is down. Yeah, that's right. Now here we
Does
go.
JB come in? He peels in.
He peels in. As we expect, we've got a rush on the pits at the moment. He will not want to lose.
Oh, he does a beautiful entry,
really
man.
nice stop on the line there. We really need to watch the back of that car.
You jump on, what's his name? Mudgy. You jump on Mudgy, and I'll tell you when to go on board 3 with John, because I reckon this is going to be real close, Davo. Whereabouts is Mudgy on track at this very point of time? I'm just trying to get a gauge about where they end up on the lap.
He's just coming through at the heavy braking area in the dipping up to the back section of the circuit here. So running up the hill to the left and into the right, multiple rights. So yeah, very close. Mudgy's had a very solid race, J-Man. Like this car.
What's his lap looking like?
He's tidy. He's tidy. So he has not set a foot wrong. I mean, out of the 2 cars, we've seen JB have a bit of a slip here and there. We've got to get back to. So here we.
John
McDonald, the back of John McDonald's car. I think this Mudgy car is going to be very close as we see him roll down and take McDonald. Nice work from Mudgy as they drop into that first complex of corners there. Jono's going to be all over it straight away. I'm sure he's going to want to get up those temps and those pressures and get onto the back of that Mudgy car. We see also Satherley into the pits.
Going to come in. No. Okay, so Tom in, Steve Wilton in.
Satherley on the jack. Steve Wilton in. Just pick up on Stanley's car. Yeah, you mentioned it.
He was approaching Aztec with pace, David.
He was.
So it's probably a smart move if he's got fresh air just to stay out, keep banging those.
Well, yeah, mate. Well, he, you know, he can do it. He'll do it. He'll cut those laps.
Satherley out. Where is Jackson?
Satherley will have no pressure.
Where is Jackson? Oh, Jackson's only coming around the final corner now. There's something going on there because that looks like a
could have been
margin.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit of a dodgy pit stop from Jackson. There, quite easy. So, as we just try and dissect this, viewers, it's always a tricky part of the race.
It is.
It just, everything gets mixed up. We've got Stoneley.
Davidson in the pits.
Stoneley has not pitted yet. We would expect to see him come in any moment. We'll pick up on his car now. J-Man, let's just watch him as he rounds the final couple of corners. Does Stoneley pit, J-Man?
I'm saying he does. I'm saying it's
you would think so. You would think so.
He's got the McKellar car up front. He knows he's caught that. No, he's staying out. He doesn't want to pit behind him. I'll be interested to see what time is.
So McKellar rolls in. McKellar was currently in the first position. And we are expecting these boys to come in. They don't want to just get themselves too much out of sync and lose any time from.
Stoney stays out. His last lap time was 2.5 tenths slower than Aztec. So there's a net gain for Aztec on track that last lap round. So, you know, at this point in time. So Aztec was faster than Stoner's last lap around, so I think it's time for Stoner's to get off that tyre and he will, get on a freshie.
He will see that in his data, I suppose. He will see his times dropping, and he may not see Aztecs rising, but he will see his own.
Okay, here's commentator's call. Here's commentator's call.
It's not a curse, people. It's a call.
Yeah. Well, it can be a curse. It has proven to be at times. Do you, last race of the season 1 2021, Do you come in now, take the mandated 25 seconds fuel, and don't take the set of tyres? Save yourself five seconds on track and go out and give it to them. What do you do?
Who's got the plums for that? We will soon find out.
What's it worth?
What's it worth? Would you do it?
No, I think at this point I would. I mean, he was.
What do you got to lose?
He was only 2.5 tenths off of Aztec's time on a fresh tyre.
He was. As we just see him dip down into this final chicane, does he go in? He stays out again, J-Man.
And what's the lap time? How bad is it?
Let's have a look.
It is a
45.6.
Plays Aztecs 44.9 last time around.
He's got to go in.
He's got to go. It's done. He's going backwards.
Yeah, already. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, he could have gone back another position already.
I like my craft beers next season. Just remember, if I'm calling this, you can always throw me a lifeline. Well, I could get you some times going, and you supply the beer.
No.
We could do a bit of insider trading, lads.
Listen to it. Oh dear.
But anyway, who Gunther wrote in? So did Jeffro say? Oh no, Jeffro did pit. Jeffro decided to pit. So he will be very much trying to cover off Gunther here. He's looking for the massive undercut on Gunther. Oh, someone's had a big off because there's cones everywhere down there.
There's cones everywhere. I don't know who it is.
There's more cones there than at Snoop Dogg's house.
We've got to keep an eye on Stoneley as he gets up to the back section of the track here. We do see a little debris on the road.
It's shit everywhere. Oh, no.
Stoneley.
Crossed into pits.
Is that the second? Oh, it might have been Absy going in. Oh, sure, it's Crossing coming in last time.
Something's not right here.
Okay, you have the technology. Does he stay? He stays out again, J-Man. I don't believe it. Like he's going backwards.
I've got to find out what's going on.
He does a 45.4 this time though, so he knows he's got the pace.
Where's Crossing? I can't even see him.
He's in the pits. That is a well-beaten car, J-Man. If you just have a quick look at Crossland's car,
yep.
He's well. You've heard all the superlatives, people. The drop pie, the smashed crab. That's a one busted ass looking Merc tonight. Crossy in there for major repairs. Look, it's still got a few scrapes on it, but they've managed to pry the bonnet back down and gaffer tape it down. So well done.
He's just blocking, well not blocking, but certainly obstructing his progress, if you like.
Yeah,
is that
Aztec.
diplomatic?
As Aztec, well, swings past him now. So, but yes.
That Steve Mellinger Josco battle, I can tell you, just resumed. It resumed as it was. So nobody got an upper hand in the pits.
Nothing much has changed.
No. I can tell you Tom Satherley's still leading this race once Stoner stops. Jackson went in second, Mudge around third. So just watching Stoners now, you've got to come in this lap. Those lap
you
times
would think so.
Are not good enough.
Here he comes in.
I think it's a little too late. The damage is done. Unless he gets these pressures super exceptional for the back end of this race. But the temperature hasn't changed, Davo.
No. And it will just, as we take the helicam, you'll see who rolls past here, won't you, J-Man?
So, unfortunate for Crossy there.
So, where do you expect him? We expect him to come out behind Aztec, really, don't we?
Well, maybe, but Aztec's just been balked a little bit by that little bit of battle with Apsy. So,
sure.
I think he's probably going to split Aztec and Apsy, but if he gets it all right, he could jump in maybe in front of Aztec between Wilton and Aztec.
Okay.
But it'd be a hard call. Yeah, welcome, Maxi. Good to see you watching the stream, mate. Miss you out on track tonight, but you had a really good season of attendance anyway, bud. So yeah, really cool to see you jump on the stream. Appreciate your support. Just trying to pick up on Stoners. There's a big bloody tower and obstructing my view, and he is a long shot off of those woods,
So
mate.
Aztec well passed.
Yeah, he could be vulnerable here to Jake McKellar at this point.
So
Actually,
Stonely now out.
Jumped Jake McKellar, so something happened to Jakey that we missed. Because Aztec was battling for the longest time trying to get past Jake before the pit stops, and now he is well ahead of him. So who we got? Looks like Pete Apsey might be the last guy
So
to
who?
make his stop,
Yeah,
and
so
he's in.
Pete Apsey.
How's Mudgy trucking along?
Who's now in the pits. So that'll be the final pit stop by the looks of it. So nice work. Pit stop's complete. We'll quickly go through the what we got, about 27 minutes to go. Tom Satherley controlling the race as usual. We've seen this all season. J-Man.
We have.
His teammate Jackson went not really that far behind.
No.
Just only probably, what, 5 seconds or so behind. Mark Mudgeway, third position. John McDonald in 4th. Steve Wilton 5th. Aztec 6th. Craig Stonely 7th. Now we watched Craig closely earlier as he hung out with his pit stops, probably suffered from that. Jake McKellar in 8th. Jake looks like he's gone back a little. Ashley Vediger in 9th. Steve Melling in 10th. Well done, Steve-O.
Yeah,
top 10 at the moment.
Looking for a top 10 on this championship as well.
Looking really clean, but Mark Josko 11th, right behind him, and these guys have been pretty well inseparable the whole race, J-Man.
Yes, as Jeff Burst and Gunther Rowe has also.
Yeah, so
both starting from the pit lane and still together.
Absolutely. Nick Davison in 12th, Gunther Rowe 13th, Jeff Burst 14th, Kenny Simpson 15th, Big Apsey 16th, B-Dog 17th, Crossy back in 18th after just trying to fix up that busted ass car.
Let's go there.
Just see fantastic. And Dre Rodriguez in the red and gold Ferrari, rounding it out in 19th. Well done, guys, so far. About 25 minutes to go. We'll pick up on, I don't know, John McDonald. See where Jono's at the moment.
Yeah, he's got
in
a bit
clean
of air gap. I think probably Aztec's the guy putting a fair bit of pressure on Farmer at the moment.
Oh, as we just see him slide to the chicane complex, that last final corner. That bloody hell, that thing looks slippery as hell. Probably not ideal, as we see one of the Mercs come back into the pits just there.
Who was that?
I'm not sure. Let's have a quick look. It was Steve Crossland again.
Back in.
Look at that.
What's going on there? I wonder if he's grabbing a set of tyres.
Oh, just more repairs.
Or bloody repressuring some tyres.
Or something. So, yeah, tough gig for Crossy there. He's done really well.
Can you quickly pull up the points table for us, Davo? Just quickly, I just need to refresh my memory because this is a night that's gone incredibly wrong for Crossy, and I want to know what implications this has.
So here we go, people. This is the points table after Suzuka, the last round, and we can just see where Crossland's sitting in 4th position. Not a big gap back to Ashley, Craig Stonely, should I say?
Yeah. So
he's
Aztec looking to secure this 3rd, and Stoners at this point will definitely be securing 4th, I would think.
I would think so too.
And then obviously a big jump back down to Ashley
Now,
vet there,
so
but that's all to play for with those guys
but then we
sharing.
got the Ashley Rediger, Mark Josco is
Yep.
equal sixth, is it? Yes. So
Equals 6. Yep.
yeah, so that's one to watch as well. So
Yeah.
and who's winning that one at the moment? Ashley Rediger. As we back to the race.
Yeah. So this set of tyres not as favourable for Craig Stoneley as the previous set, as he loses another 10th of a second to Aztec that last lap round. Aztec playing 44.6, Stoner's on a 44.7. So might have just missed that little sweet spot of an opportunity in that period of the race there, and we got pretty excited. Well, I got pretty excited about it. I thought that was going to come to fruition, because as you saw on the points table, I don't think one position would have been enough in front of Aztec for Stoners to make a move on that third position, but you've got to be thereabouts with 22.5 minutes to go.
You do.
As we see with Crossy, Crossy is super fast. He's a previous race winner here, and it can just go bad in an instant. You can have one wiggle, fence it, and your night can change.
Oh, you'll just suffer the whole race for it. You're just like you said, a blink of an eye, mate, earlier, and it's the whole dynamic of your race will change in an instant. And we see that with a few of the boys throughout the season. So
attacking hard, Davo. That's possibly the closest margin on track right at this very second.
Yeah, well, there isn't anything real close at the moment, so we'll just pick up on that.
He's hungry for it.
Get out of the back of Gunther's car, just revel in a battle with Defro. We love watching Defro, this will give you a good indication on how hard you've got to work.
Big under brakes there, mate.
Defro and Bay.
Yeah, strengths and weaknesses between these two cars by the look of it.
But yeah, like we were just touching on there a minute ago, mate, like we've seen these boys just ebb and flow throughout the season. Those blink of the eye moments we were just talking about, it can really change your race, can change the championship if there's too many throughout the season.
Yep.
And, we've seen, like the points ebb and flow, and now here we are tonight. I know the top couple of spots are probably done and dusted, but look, really, the next four positions are just amazing stuff here. And you see these guys pushing right to the end.
Oh, they don't give up. One thing we've learned is the last 3-4 minutes here at Asrnz
it's all racing. It's all racing. They're no just circulating here,
Yeah, the candle's getting low, so they just wanted the work up. As we see
Jeffro get down the inside. On the outside for the hairpin though. Gunther holds his line.
He's going to be half a chance down the inside here.
Can he get the Bentley up beside him enough?
X out of it.
Right. Probably smartly so.
Gunther definitely would have got a cut then.
And just see if we can get the run on him here, because he was very awkward coming out of that last left-hander there, J-Man. And
as they just come through Cone City there.
Cone City. There's Snoop's place.
Yeah, it's old Snoop's place, mate. Nizzle my nizzle. Oh dear.
Stop it.
But Jeffro's certainly applying the heat as I'm just at that's as close as you want to be for a chicane.
For sure, especially through this section track. It's so off camera and it's so awkward, the whole complex, and easily lock a front brake there. And
McDonald applying one last charge to catch the back of Mark Mudgeway too. He's not quite there yet, but I can tell you it was a 44.9 playing a 45.7, so there was a big pace difference that last lap. I'll be interested to see if that transpires to something inside the final quarter of an hour of this race, and I'd like to think it will.
So we'll watch that space.
Watch that space. I'll keep my eye on those margins, but I clearly think, yeah, Jeff Burst absolutely, toweling the arse end of this Merc at the moment is where it's at. You've just picked up on something there. Was that Crossan going by on Kenny or someone else?
Is it Apsy or Crossan? I'm not sure actually.
It'll be Apsy for that, I think. Pretty sure we'll get an update. Oh, Jeff Burst pretty wide through the chicane there.
It was Crossan.
Okay. Jeffro looking comfy, but Gunther doing a freaking amazing job. And these boys, this, albeit that this is for 13th and 14th, I would still walk away from a race like this absolutely satisfied because you've gone to battle with another guy for 70 minutes. You left pit lane together, and who's going to win this one?
Yeah, well, who started in the pit lane first?
Good question.
I don't know who's got the game here. So yeah, it's been a ding dong the whole race. Actually, it's been inseparable, and both starting from the pit lane, viewers. So look at these guys. Like we were just saying, race to the end. There's no just circulating about it. It's everything's for position, everything's a race right to the end of the series and the race. So top stuff from both of these boys.
Just watching on the other eye, just watching McDonald just ranging up right up on the back of Mudgee now, so he's under a second now to that Bentley. So, as the Mercedes looking, the Ferrari looking after its tyres better at the back end of this race, or has the Bentley just got something in reserve?
You do wonder with, look, just a little over 15 minutes left to go in the race. It's going to be close.
I think it is.
Does JB just throw that last little bit at it? Like you were saying earlier, these guys are good mates. Plenty of respect between these two drivers. We see JB get very close. That entry speed of the Ferrari is awesome tonight.
So impressive on the nose to the apex.
Yeah, and it holds that mid-corner lateral grip really well. So he's picking up the throttle. It's not loose.
And closed trajectory for that car are good at the moment,
which we haven't seen all season, really.
No.
So nice work from the Ferrari engineers, although a little late.
Yep, better late than never, mate. Tell you what, Jeffro is right under the wing of Gunther Road this lap.
Do you think he's got it though, J-Man?
Nah, not at the second. He's looking for another mistake. He was there or thereabouts the last time Gunther made one, but he just wasn't quite there. Oh, he showed the nose, I tell you what. He showed the nose between 2 and 3. Just let the car float out a little bit wider there. So,
look, you've got to give it to these Bentleys. Given the size, the sheer size of them, even just beside the Mercedes there, which is a fairly long car, mate, they are a bulk of a car, and these boys really do get them circulating very well. We mentioned earlier and all throughout the season how they handle the curbs. They do a whole bunch of stuff right, good to see these boys back, and we love watching Jeff as he gets it sideways out of that little orbit left-hander. So, definitely on the drift as we see the cones flying, debris everywhere. Hi, Snoop. Oh, we see Jeff knocks it away.
Yeah. Jeepers. Feels it. Let's shut back across the tree.
I've got to get back after this Mudgee battle. And JP struggles to keep the thing online there. We saw that earlier in the race behind Mudgee, where he struggled to keep the Ferrari, coming out of that turn 3, trying to keep the nose of it in. Just the sheer bulk of the Bentley, I think, is such a windbreak, he just loses so much aero from it. But as we come down here, what is this? I think it's about turn 8. It's 7 and 8 here. This tricky little sector of corners.
So Aztec not really made any more inroads for Steve Wilton either. So that I mean, there's a little a logistical battle be going on with a heap of dudes tonight. So Aztec, Steve Wilton, Stoners as well, Jake McKellar, Ash Met, Steve Melling and Mark Josco also. You know, like those guys are engaged in a sectors battle. You know, albeit they're not that close on track. It's enough for a mistake to close them up. But I tell you what, they are so at round 10 of the season in touch with their sim equipment, their machinery, and their racing that they. There's just not a lot to make unless someone makes a mistake at this point.
Definitely, and like you just called, like down to 11th position.
John Boy on the inside. John Boy looking for a move into turn 1. How brave is he?
He's back a little bit. Look how wide Mudgee was. He knew he had the legs on it. He's just like, yeah, nah. Yeah, go. Yeah, you can try and come down there.
So Mudgee just so much better through turn 3.
He has got that thing hooked up. He has got that. Although JB has the Ferrari just on point tonight as well. That Bentley has not stepped a foot wrong at all, not one. So I can't see that thing making a mistake. But yeah, just going back to all the way back to 11th position tonight, J-Man. Josco. If we look at the points, go back to the points. Josco and Ashley Vedica equals 6 in the championship.
Yes.
There's a battle for anybody above 11th position. And we've got Stoneley that was close, and we've got Aztec that was close. We've got, there was all these battles all the way up to that top 5 in the championship, and so the last person on that list was Josco, and so there's a battle all the way up to the field at the moment from 11th up. Everybody's racing hard for position right to the end of the race, right to the end of the season. There's a little over 10 minutes to go.
It's going to be sad to see it end.
It will be, J-Man, but you know what? We'll have another one.
Yeah, there'll be more.
So, it'll be an awesome thing.
I'm still torn at the moment, scouting up and down the field, and clearly the two hot spatial battles are the Jeff Burst Gunther Rowe battle and the John McDonald Mark Mudgway.
Oh, definitely. And we'll just jump back on that Jeff Burst battle, actually, because that is hot at the moment and has been for pretty well the whole race. It's ebbed and flowed. And they continue to keep us entertained, as they have done off and on throughout the season. These guys haven't attended all the races. Life obviously gets in the way sometimes. These boys, good to see them back for the final round, J-Man, as they come across the line again with 10 minutes to go.
Under 3/10 of a second.
And it's on. Pit window is now closed. Pit window closed. We just hear come over our headset. Back to the mark.
Oh, Jeffro very, very strong through 1-2.
JB, when does JB
he's going to have
up?
to move up the inside here. What's going on here? He's got a good look. Thinks better. Looks for the outside. Does he switch back?
It's outside. I don't think it's possible around here. Oh, look at this again. Puts him on the outside.
Hold him shallow.
Can he
looking to turn back?
Can he rattle Gather? Now this time he's on the inside, but can he rattle him? No, he can't.
He just gets off of that corner beautifully.
Doesn't it? What? Tricky set of corners here. Gunther really keeps it nice and tight. Jeff just a little bit deep.
Yep.
Gets on the ripple strip, really suffers in his run. Look at that.
Caught it back up already though.
Yeah, I think Gunther went a little bit tight on the little cresting. Oh, look at this. He's all over him.
He's all over him, all right, mate. You're not wrong there. He's a little wiggle there.
It's like I was saying, can he rattle him? I think he has rattled him already.
I think he's got him looking backwards with 8.5 minutes to go. Well, Gunther very, very good through that right-hand part of that chicane.
Absolutely.
Leading out onto the back straight. He just made a little advantage there, but expect to see Jeffro very, very good into one. I'm just wondering, is Gunther running into some fuel issues here? Like,
quite possibly. You would know better than me. But yeah, look at this. Battles all the way down through the field, man. Final round, round 10, Barcelona for the Asrnz GT3 series. Again, brought to you by ABC Tech, Zero Vision and Superior Joint Sealing. Thanks everybody for viewing on Twitch again tonight.
Davo, can John McDonald utilise the lap car repeat actually?
Look at this, look at this. I just picked up on that timing there as these guys bunch up again. It's been a bit of a tag team here between these two battles. We've just got Mudgee coming up on the back. Is that Apsy's car?
Yep, Pete Apsy.
So Apsy will let these guys go, but we've talked about this previously through our telecast about just that break in concentration, J-Man.
Oh,
you know, man, like, and just that rhythm and then the pressure of, you know, like getting the line right into the next corner, because Apsy's let two cars pass there, and even though he backs off, it takes quite some space to do that, doesn't it, J-Man? So one of them might get him on the way out of the corner, but the next one's getting him on the way into the next braking area, and you know that can really suffer.
Yep. Well, I asked the question at the start of this feed, Davo. What sort of Mudgee was going to turn up tonight? You know, obviously Mudgee not making it around, and it's the one that turns up and races to the very end. To answer your question, Unicorn, this race has got 6.5 minutes to go, mate. So I don't know where in the world you are, but it will finish in around 6.5 minutes your time, pal. So I hope you enjoy this end of this race, because I can tell you, if history repeats itself, this will ramp up in several different sectors of the track between multiple drivers with this short amount of time to go.
It usually does, as we again see Gunther and Jeff Bruce go at it. Can Jeff get it down the inside into the hairpin? No, he can't. Can he get that Bentley just in the right position at the right time with the run? Mate. He is trying very hard. Got to duck back to Mark and John McDonald.
I tell you what, with 6 minutes to go, or 5.5, apologies, that Aztec is making a move towards Farmer, and I can tell you Stoners is only 1.3 seconds off the back of that. So true to form, we are going to absolutely be confused as anything as to where to poke the camera in the final 4 minutes of this race.
Sure. Now Stoner probably in the position that he started in. I think he was. I called him as a race winner, but he hasn't really moved much. Got a little bit of a tangle up in the early stages of the race. But yeah, definitely sort of heading towards Aztec at the moment with about 5 minutes to go. Back to Mark Mudgee with JB right behind him.
Look, who's going to make the
I don't know. I've got to stay here. I've got to stay here. These boys chasing for third position.
You know John will want a podium for the end of the season.
He's looking. Where will that Ferrari? Where does it have the advantage? Unfortunately, it's on the entries to those really fast corners like turn 1 and 2, and there's just no space.
Under no illusion, if he gets past it, he would have been able to drive away a little bit.
Yeah, it's not strong under brakes, you know, like, and it's not strong on, you know, like at top end. So it's just that entry. Look, even there, he just gains that little bit, even to the slower corners.
He's going to be close to left if he can be 100% title out of here.
He's got to get it up behind that thing. Look, Mudgee ducks and weaves in the Bentley again. He knows how critical it is to keep that thing off his tail.
He needs to fake to the inside here.
Oh, he's left the inside open. Look how wide he still goes and just leaves the door wide open.
And then just sweeps across.
He just knows he's got it. Oh, John, must be so frustrating for John in the Ferrari. Just to see that that open door in front of him, but just cannot.
Just has a little look down there.
Just cannot get it that extra car length or two, isn't it, mate?
Oh, that's all it is. That's all it is.
So yeah, nice work from Mudgee to really get that Bentley hooked up tonight. And
look, he's only got to hold on to this for another 3 minutes, and he gets to have a chat to you and I in the box at the end of this thing, Davo.
It's a couple of, we've just ducked back to Josco, and I think that was Nick Davison behind.
Yes, it is. Jeffro's still working real busy behind the wheel to try and do the... Oh, John's just so close, John boy.
Yeah, we're going to go back to
Mark. I reckon John's going to have a go.
Yeah, I think John's going to have a go too. He's really definitely got as close as he ever has, I think, in the last lap. We have at least another lap or two to go. He's got to make it work.
I don't know
Here
where.
we go. I don't think... Look at the grunt. Look at the sheer grunt of the Bentley down the straight there with no aero, both in clean air. Has no problems leaving the door open. He knows he's got the pace on him. The car will turn. It will grip.
Mudgee wide there, does he have to lift?
That's the widest I think I've seen that Bentley all night there on that corner.
John really big on the brakes into that right-hander
Yeah,
there.
but the Bentley's still with plenty of car lengths to spare, J-Man. Aztec Craig Stoneley on as we speak.
That is game on.
Literally, we have probably a lap and a half for these boys to go.
With Crossy out of the major points, this is pretty important. If anything bad happens here.
This is an important little melee. Melee. It's not melee. Little execution going on here.
Leader Tom Satherley is on the final lap, leading from flag to flag.
Yes.
Tom Satherley's going to probably just cruise around and take this one comfortably.
And we'd love just to duck off to Tom Satherley, the championship leader and race winner. But seriously, this is where the battle's at the moment, everyone.
Yep. That is definitely on. This guy's got one more go at it. One more lap, one more go. Who pushes the hardest?
That's still starting. Let's go on.
Yeah, you keep your eye on whatever. I'm currently looking at JB and Mudgee.
Yeah.
I think there'll be a lot of respect here that if it's on, it's on. If it's not, as Mudgee goes slightly wider again.
Wide again. Oh, those fronts are going to be running out. And JB takes advantage. He's right. That's the closest I've seen that Ferrari.
Mudgee
in that
shuts
corner.
the door.
Still not up beside that Bentley. From that camera angle, it looks so close.
Oh, I think look, there's an inside move here if you can get it down there. It's game on here. It's definitely game on here. He's going to have it. If he can get a run out of here, up before through the right hand, if he gets a good run.
Surely not.
Mudgee doing a good job there. John Boy grabbing a little bit of dirt.
Sadly rounds the final turn and runs across the line. Nice work, Thomas.
That was a beautiful job.
Well done.
Congratulations, Tomo.
We just ducked back to Mudgee and...
Oh, what has happened here? Gunther and... Oh, E-Dog got in the middle of that battle with Jeffro and Gunther. That was
that's a shame. We'll just stick with this little battle here. Well, looks like Mark Mudgeway's going to get that.
Going to get the job done.
Aztec. Back to Aztec and Stoneley. Aztec's going to get that one done.
Pulled off. Wilton has pulled off. What is
Wilton
going on
was a back. Oh, Wilton has pulled off. He wasn't a back marker either.
What is going on there?
That's
what
interesting.
What went on there? Was there a tactical play in there?
I don't know what happened there. Anyway, Jake McKellar, 8. Everybody can know. So let's quickly run through this. Tom Satherley, first position, championship winner. Awesome work, Tom Satherley. Jackson went second on the night. Mark Mudgeway, Mudgy, awesome work in the Bentley tonight. John McDonald, Aztec in 5th. 6th, Craig Stoneley. 7th, Steve Wilton, pulling off there for some reason. Jake McKellar in 8th. Ashley Bettiger in 9th. Awesome work, Ash. Awesome work also, Steve Melling, 10th position. Mark Joskar, 11th. Nick Davison, 12th. Gunther Rowe, 13th. 14th was Jeff Burst. Tough luck, Jeff.
Would have
wow, what a
enjoyed that.
crazy
watching
battle.
those front 3 cars, the podium getters all cruising around together looking to
Amazing
head
stuff.
Head up to the booth.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Amazing stuff, yes. And
Kenny
Simpson, 15th. Pete Apsey, 16th. Brendan B-Dog Rolf in 17th. Dre Rodriguez and Steve Crossland in 19th. Good work, everybody. Thank you for your attendance again tonight, and awesome work and top stuff. Let's just quickly move this along, and we will go straight to post-race interviews brought to you by GoBro Racing. Welcome to the Hot Box for our first cab off the rank, J-Man.
Yeah, welcome to the Hot Box, Mark Mudgeway, bro. Did you not earn that one?
Did I what?
Dude, that was awesome, man.
We haven't seen you a massive amount this season, but I asked the question at the start of that stream, which Mark Mudgeway was going to turn up. Was it one that it was going to go horribly wrong and he was going to hit the keyboard button, or was it the guy that was going to dig his heels and go to absolute
and
we got one of his old buddies?
We got the one we wanted, which was the one that just dug in and took off, mate. So good work. Bentley looked awesome, mate.
Way to end the night on a high, bro.
Yeah. Oh, the race with JB there, that's probably one of the all-time greats battles, to be honest with you. He was just good, clean racer, old JB. You just know he's not going to punt you off.
Yeah, trust, good trust, yes.
Yeah, but an awesome drive from yourself, mate. You turned up, you obviously put a little bit of time in this week, got the car comfy, haven't seen you for a little bit, and you've come and, man, just, to podium a car here at the moment, and the back end of the season, bro, you've got to tick all the boxes.
Pretty happy. Yeah, I was pretty happy with it.
Some big names behind you, mate. So
yeah,
that was bloody fantastic, mate. You got a lot of camera time. There's probably some disgruntled stars out there that wanted more of theirs, but mate, we couldn't take our eyes off you.
Yeah, it was all happening at the end there. So
yeah, the car definitely went away towards the end. I don't know if you saw how.
It's starting to understeer a bit.
Yeah, and oversteer was way out of balance.
You were strong through turn 3 quite consistently, and early in the piece, John was always kind of wide there, and then the back end, we saw you in the last 3 laps go as wide as we'd ever seen you, and it just made it vulnerable for John to look down the inside into 4. So
yeah, there's marbles out there, definitely on towards the end. There's heaps of marbles there. I think that was half of it.
Yeah. But hey, look, absolutely fantastic race. You deserve the 3rd position tonight, bro.
Great watch, mate.
Enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the stream, bro. And
we'll do.
Looking forward to seeing you in the Hot Box next season, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Davo, and Peps for the podcast.
Cheers, mate. No problem, mate.
All good, mate.
Enjoy
it. All right, enjoy it, brother.
Okay, boys, thanmes.
Cheers, mate. Okay, so who we got second there? Should I even ask?
Yeah, I mean we don't really need to ask.
We don't really need.
But,
we don't need introductions anymore.
Jackson, mate, well done on the 2nd position. It probably felt a little bit lonely out there for you, mate, because your teammate was a little bit further up the road, but you had no pressure from behind either. So well done on P2.
Thanks, guys.
Tonight, and also well done on P2 in the championship and the drivers'
Yes.
championship. Also, I think you had that wound up last week as well. Well, close to
Well,
it.
pretty well.
Yeah, and also congratulations on the teams championship. You know, you said early in the piece when I first interviewed you what your aspirations and goals were, and you guys certainly turned up and delivered. So, man, just a flawless drive. I lost a little bit of money technically to you tonight. I thought you were going to put that thing on pole. So,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I tried really hard.
up your game next time, mate.
Yeah, I tried really hard on that one. I was really pissed off that it was so close, and I had the pace, so it was, yeah, just couldn't string the lap together. So I'm sorry about that.
Yep. And look, from us, and I'm talking about us up here in the box, you know,
Yep.
we absolutely appreciated you accepting the invitation this year and coming to race. I'm pretty sure there's about 18 other drivers out there that wish that I hadn't sent the email right now because they hadn't been able to get one. Nah, they'll love it, mate. You know, it's a carrot. You know, it doesn't matter who it is. There's always going to be that guy that's up the road in front of you, whether it's first or 14th. There's always somebody in front or somebody behind. So we absolutely appreciate you taking up the challenge, and we certainly hope you're going to be back for more.
Yeah, mate. Look, we're looking forward to the driver swap races. We'll have to see what happens with how they want to run that, and obviously we'll put our 2 cents in how we think it should go. But
Yeah,
ultimately
100%,
it's a
mate.
team sport, so we'll
Yep,
see how it
you
goes.
guys have got a voice. You make sure you use it when these upcoming submissions come about, mate. You know, we certainly want to
For
hear from
sure.
every member in this community, mate. So,
Yeah.
I'll also say I'm sorry about the first stint. I wish I could give Tom a bit more pressure there and make the race a bit more exciting, but I put the qualifying tires back on the car, so we had no grip at the start, so he was just able to run away with it. So
yeah,
Rookie
we saw you.
mistake.
We saw you there for the first couple, and then we thought that you were going to stick with it, and then we wondered whether there was a mistake or something because he certainly marched that margin out. But now we know. So, hey, but overall, mate, you know, congratulations on the P2 tonight, but then congratulations on the whole series, man. I can't say it enough. You know, you guys just come out and done a stellar job.
I appreciate it, and yeah, look, full credit to Tom. He's been absolutely excellent this whole year, and he's allowed us to come in and make this our full-time series. So that's been excellent, and yeah, no, look, credit to you guys. You run your league very well, so we really like it here. We're happy. Obviously, winning helps, so it doesn't
Of course.
hurt the old cogs. But
Yep.
no, honestly, you're a great bunch of guys here. So it's good to be able to race in a series where like you've got that sort of camaraderie with everybody. So no, it's all good. So I appreciate everybody who's raced this season, and yeah, you guys for commenting on it, commentating on it. So it's been awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, nice work, man.
Yeah,
Nice
thanks,
work.
man. Well said. We appreciate it. Thanks, Jackson. You go and enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy the stream, pal.
Appreciate it. Will do.
All right, so there you go. It is your P2 in the championship. Also P2 tonight. Jackson went part of Go Speed Racing, and we will grab the man. Cometh the man. Cometh the minute. Cometh the hour. Yeah, we'll grab the top dog, Tom Satherley. Congratulations. This is quite a mouthful, as it was for your teammate. Congratulations on first tonight. Pole, a flag to flag victory. First in the Asrnz Season 1 2021 GT3 Championship. First in the teams with Go Speed Racing, dominating the teams championship this series, mate. As I mentioned to your teammate, you guys came in with an absolute idea, aspirations and goals of what you wanted to achieve here, and you've done it, mate. So congrats.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm just happy with the season, and really good fun being here with you guys as well. And I think this league is coming on, and quite enjoyed all the racing with different guys, different tracks.
Yeah, look, you've had a dominant season, to say the least. But fortunately, I think probably for yourself and some of the other guys, and certainly the spectators, is there's been moments where you've been challenged, and like as a sim racer myself, you always love to be challenged, and it doesn't matter, at which end of the scale. It is always like your teammate said, it's always nice to be winning. But look, you had a great season, and as I mentioned to Jackson, I'm glad I sent the email. I mentioned to him that maybe 18 or so other guys probably aren't so glad, but no, look, you're already a part of the furniture, and as mentioned before, be interesting to see how these driver swap rules and regulations shake out to how that's going to play out. And I mentioned to Jackson, make sure you submit your interest and express your opinion, because everybody at Asrnz is an equal and well valued. So back to the winning circle, they mate. Congratulations. Soak it up. Hope you enjoy the stream. There's plenty of stuff on there that's unfortunately not you because you raced in a different postcode tonight.
Yeah,
Um,
that's normal.
but
That's
there's
good.
some other stuff that you wouldn't have been aware of going on. So hopefully it entertains you a little bit.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm good. Glad people had some good races. After last week, I had to come back and do a bit of practice, and because last week was a bit of a shocker, really. I can't end it on that sort of note, So did a bit of practice and came
Yeah,
along,
look,
had a good setup, and the car was good. Yeah, so
yeah,
good
you were
race.
quite dejected after that. I picked that up in the post race interview, and then a little chat off camera later on. And to be honest, from the outside looking in, it wasn't that bad. But obviously, you set pretty high standards for yourself. So, yeah, look, I think you gotta take the good with the bad. But your bad has been incredibly good as well. So, you fought back really well.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, bring on driver swaps. Should be good.
Yeah, should
Looking
be good
forward to
fun.
that.
Yeah.
Longer races should be good, eh? So cool.
Yep, I will enjoy it, mate. And yeah, it's been a pleasure having you and commentating on you, mate. So well done.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks, you guys.
Yeah,
You did
well
a great
done,
job this
Thomas.
season.
Thank you.
Yes, mate. Yes.
User was moved out
Davo,
of your channel.
congratulations to you. You're a fucking champion.
Yeah, I'm just.
You can shoot back down to turn 5 if you like and go and catch up with Snoop. There's heaps of cones down there.
Yeah, it's just what I do.
Yeah. But no, hey, look, I've enjoyed it, mate. It's been another really interesting and exciting season. Bit of a few changes for you and I. As we mentioned at the start of the season, the bus was a different drive this year. We both did a little bit of learning and
Yeah, a bit of role reversal, which has been challenging, but yeah,
nice.
sort of good all the same. And I'm sure some of the boys have noticed some changes with some of the formats and what's going on screen. So, and yeah, it's been good. Bit of learning curve for myself and yourself. But yeah, always awesome, mate, to be in the booth with you, J-Man. And yeah, what a cracking season. The boys never failed to deliver, and there was just some epic stuff, like it's the way the races wound down towards the end throughout the season. The last 10 minutes.
We don't want to undersell anyway, but just provisionally what we don't know now, what we do know is different. The likes of
sure.
of who's cleaned up what Pro-Am title and stuff. I think Nick Davison's looking pretty good to take a second title of his short career here at Asrnz. But we'll maybe come and touch on that potentially on a Match Fit podcast that might be coming soon as well, because we're a little bit overdue for a potty.
We are.
And we're about to go off season.
And I think that's probably a good thing to just wrap up some of the stuff that we've been going through. Look, just a couple of thank yous. Obviously, the sponsors and support staff that sort of help us along the way throughout these throughout the year and throughout the season. ABC Tech, Zero Vision Motorsport, Spirit Joint Sealing, obviously for sponsoring the series. Of course, Race Control, Server Admin for making it all happen and keeping everything fair and square.
Yep.
Obviously, thanks to all the drivers.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people in this community.
Mate,
the racing's the second
thanks
part
for the
of it.
attendance throughout the series. Yeah, all awesome stuff, mate. Without the drivers, nothing would be happening. And of course, Asrnz, of course, the community itself as a whole, just for bringing all this stuff to you. Thanks for all our viewers that have watched us on Twitch throughout the series. There will be more to come this year. J-Man, no doubt. You and me back in the booth later on. We'll take a short break, obviously, but yeah, watch this space, guys, and we'll be talking to you again soon.
Awesome, Davo. Appreciate it, mate. I'm signing out.
Awesome stuff. See you guys.